Hi everybody, this is the website boy from the websiteboy.com, and today we're going to be talking about the rest of the methods for the date object. On the last tutorial we were talking about um, I gave an example of the date. Let me just drag it right here, and if you're looking at all these tutorials and you haven't been following the series, you can go back to the videos. It's a playlist, so you can go ahead and check this out if you have not done the last tutorials. Anyways, if you're new to my tutorials. But anyways, so on the last video we talked about the date. I showed you how to make a date object. I showed you how to extract a method from the date object. And on this video today, on this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do the rest of them. So let's go ahead and do a save as on this date, and let's just call it 27 and then date methods. Now if I'm speaking kind of low, it's because it's 5 o'clock in the morning, as you can see right here. um, I woke up today at 2 a.m. in the morning. All right, and did I wake up because I wanted? No, my kid is newborn, like you guys know already, and he woke me up, and I couldn't sleep anymore because it was a waste of time to go back to sleep. Anyways, so what's better to show you guys some new stuff, right? So anyways, here I made a table with all the methods, so that way you guys have a reference there. If you want this table, you can go back to my site, the websiteboy.com, and on the snippets page you can download, on the JavaScript section you can download this table. Anyways, as you can see here, we have the get date method, and this gives us the date of the week from 0 to 6. Right, it's gonna give us a number, and then we can assign it like I showed you in the last tutorial. Assign it in an array. We assigned it a name to be a little more semantic. And then we also have the get month, and this gives us a range from 0 to 11. We know that array starts at 0, so mostly everything in programming starts at 0. And of course it's 12 months, but it starts at 0, so it doesn't the 0 will be the 1, and is basically 0 is January. So the get date gives us all the days of the month from 1 to 31 days, and of course 1 is the first of the month, and this is one thing that does not start on 0. All right, the get full year method gives us the whole year. For example, 2015. The get hours gives us from 0 to 23 hours, because there is 24 hours in the day, and like I said before, 0 counts as 1. And an example, 0 is midnight, 12 is noon, and I didn't put it here, but 23, it will also give you 23 hour, which is I think 11 o'clock. All right, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. uh, so anyways, the get minutes method gives us 0 to 59 seconds, which is, remember, 60 seconds total. The 0 is 1. Get seconds gives us from 0 to 59. Get milliseconds, which is smaller than seconds, so you guys know that. It's supposed to be 1,000, but like I said before, the 0 counts as 1, so 999. And the get time gives us all the milliseconds from January 1st, 1970. A lot of things happened in 1970s with programming. It's a big revolution there. But anyways, so now that you have this table, let's go ahead and start. Let's do this new. Let me show you how to get these date methods in code. So let's go ahead and let's use some of this to just delete some of this old stuff here from the last tutorial. And now we are applying the date. All right, this is the date object. We're applying the date object to a variable. All right, so that way we can use the methods of it. So that's how we use a data object. Let's make this a little smaller because I don't want to be writing too much. Let's make it the D, or let's make it now. Actually, yeah, it's very common practice to use now for the date in programming. So let's say we want to get the current month. We're gonna make a variable called the current month, And let me just make this like this. To get the current month, let's look at our table right here. The month, we use the get month method. All right, I just want to give you a couple of examples here so that way you can do the rest on yourself. It's very easy to do. We get a month, right? And now this variable is gonna carry the month, which is gonna be from 0 to 11. So it's gonna have 12 um, integers in there, right? So let's say, for example, I want to check that out. Let's check that out to see how is display on our screen. All right, so we're gonna do an alert, and we're gonna right click it, and we're gonna open in the browser, and it doesn't do anything. Let's check what's going on. Let's do something better than checking what's going on. And I can see what's going on here, but I already know what's going on, but I want you to learn how to debug this stuff, find errors on it. So inspect element, and it's gonna tell me, let's go to the console, and it's gonna tell me D is not defined. All right, so basically this D uh, does not exist. What we need to put is this variable right here. So now, and then we alert the right one, and then refresh, and now it's going to give us a 0. All right, because we are in January. Remember, this is taking the time and the date from my computer. All right, later on I'm going to show you how to set this to whatever month you want, just to in case you want to do other things with functions later on, and that's going to come up next. I'm going to show you how to do functions, but that's after I get done with the tutorials on date, which are very important when you're doing programming. So the current month, let's say we want to get the current year, right? Let's look at our table, and right here the current year is, let's just make this smaller. And if you're wondering why, how did I make this table so nice like this, um, I don't know if you ever taken my Bootstrap tutorials, but if you have, I did it with a Bootstrap tutorial. Like I show you how to do tables, and I inserted a link for the Bootstrap CDN right here, just because I didn't want to download any files, and I use Bootstrap classes, and that's it. With a little bit, with two classes actually, three classes, I made all that looking good looking table. And if you know HTML and CSS, you know this takes work to do. So, anyways, just in case you're wondering. Anyways, so let's go ahead and let's do the current year. So the current year, let's make it right here so that way we can see it. The current year will be get full year, right? So now we put the date object first, and then the method get full year, parentheses and semicolon. All right, and then we can just alert that. All right, I'm not gonna do all of them. I'm just gonna do this, and that's it. And I'm gonna explain to you a couple of other things. So hold on. All right, I know you want to leave. All right, so current year actually right here. This one is the one misspelled. There we go. So the current year is 2015. All right, so right here. So now here in milliseconds, this is used to do a lot of computation because is counting all the milliseconds from 1970. For for whatever reason, I don't know why they're not counting it from before. I guess I forgot what it is, but in 1970 it was a whole bunch of things happening there. I think that's when they invented um, some of this programming logic and all that. But anyways, um, let's go ahead, and so we are done with this. And I mean, you can go ahead and follow the nets. Try this on your own. I leave that to you. Like I said, just follow the same rhythm I'm following here. Just put the data object first, and then the method, and then you will be fine. And on the next tutorial, we're gonna discuss how we can set this um, to whatever we want. All right, so anyways, I wanted to give you that. And don't forget, if you need this table, go to my website, thewebsiteboy.com, go to the snippets section. I'll show you right now where it is, website boy. If you go here to the snippet section called snippets, make sure that you go to the JavaScript tutorials right here, and it's gonna be somewhere in here. Now I don't have it here yet because I make tutorials faster than I can put it on my website sometimes, but I'm gonna have it here for you. All right, I'm gonna have the table somewhere here. So according to what tutorial you're watching, so make sure you come here and download that table if you need it. That way you can use it for reference. Anyways, if you like this video, favorite please, tweet it, like it, so I can keep making more and I can keep waking up at this time. Anyways, thank you so much for your support, guys, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.